That's why I came knocking. Because I want to dine with you. I see you. I need you to see me now. I need you to, I want to be dining with you. And matter of fact, Jesus displayed this when he was walking on this earth, right? He'd go into the house of tax collectors and sinners, and the Pharisees were like, how can he eat with such people? You know what I'm saying? Like they better or something. Like their insides, their bones weren't good. You know what I'm saying? And yet they put on this facade. How can he eat with such people? And Jesus says, them are my people. Them are the ones I came for. A healthy person don't need a doctor. Only the sick do. How come? Because I see the state of their house, and I'm the only one that can fix it. So I come dining with them. The key is, do you want to dine with him? Because if you do, that's when you open the door. When you want to take your place next to him, and don't you think it's funny? Like all those sinners around Jesus, they were there because they wanted to be. They didn't have to show up, but they wanted to be. Why? Because they like what they heard, because they like who they rolled with, because they wanted to be in his presence just like he wanted to be in their presence. He wasn't running from them, he was running towards them. And he found hearts in those sinners that wanted to run towards him as well. He says, I will come in and dine with you and you with me. To dine with someone means you're going to have to want to be dining with him. Like, okay. Case in point, because you don't, I got invited to a lunch one time. Christian man. Like, I'll never forget it in my life. Older dude, was a preacher with it, everything, right? He invited me to lunch. And I'm like, absolutely. I want to learn. I want to, and I was young in this, right? But God had given me some fortitude by this point. Like I've been bent a couple times, right? They didn't break me, but I got bent a couple times. So I started getting a little resoluteness to myself, to my call that God has given me. I started listening to a spirit instead of a man, right? And this gentleman called me up to lunch. I said, absolutely, I would love to go to lunch with you. And we meet at a little diner in our little hometown. And the food was great, conversation was going good until, for whatever reason, this elderly gentleman, just the tone changed. And all of a sudden, the finger came into my face, and he just kept telling me how wrong I am, how bad I was, the sin that I was committing and speaking like I'm speaking, dressing like he just started laying out every fault that he could find in me. And I said, I don't know who you talking to, but this ain't what I agreed to when we came to lunch. You enjoy this lunch by yourself. I got up and walked out the thing. He could pay the bill. He invited me, and you want to turn on me like that? Like, I'm there being respectful to my elders. I'm listening until a point, right? And I'm telling you this story because you don't dine with Jesus unless you want to dine with Jesus. All them sinners around that table dining with that Savior wanted to be there. Because what he heard penetrated a heart, hit them like nothing else could hit them. And them Pharisees overlooking it, they only saw Jesus dining with them. They couldn't even contemplate the sinner wanted to be with the Savior. But I'm telling you, when you're in good company, you don't want to leave.